Minnesota Vikings get throttled by
Oh,
the Packers. Now,
man.
real question I got for you, G. Have you lost all faith in the Vikings?
Well, not all faith, but my hand is on the Bible. I mean, these guys, they're becoming the Vikings that we all know.
Yep.
That's what they're becoming. You know, they started off great, like they always do, and then they usually blow it in the playoffs. But now they're blowing it before that, and the Vikings were up for just kind of what we're talking about with the Giants, up for Coach of the Year, and all of a sudden the resurrection of Kirk Cousins doing even better. And you know, we're talking about them as the player and the Coach of the Year, and now look at what it's kind of crumbling apart here. They've got an NFL record 11 victories in one-score games. That's impressive.
It's
so they've
crazy.
had something like that. But they've also had 4 blowout losses. Dallas beat them 40-3. The Packers beat them 41-17. I mean,
it's
is
crazy.
where we lose. That's why we lose faith in them.
Yeah. It is very concerning because of stuff like their point differential. I mean, they're 12-4 and their point differential is -19, right? And that's because they've been in so many close games. But teams with better point differentials, real quickly, the Raiders, the Browns, the Saints, and the Jets, all just a few other teams that have better point differentials than this mediocre team. Now, that collection of teams sounds more like Minnesota here. One-score games. I know that's a great record and shows you're good in the clutch. To me, that shows you can't put teams away, that you don't know how to close games, that you're always in a situation where you're allowing the teams to stay around. And in the playoffs, good teams take advantage of that. And do you trust Kirk Cousins in the clutch in the postseason? I don't think so. And it wasn't a 1 p.m. game yesterday or Sunday when we watched that. And that's probably why he struggled.
You talked about Aaron Rodgers and you don't have confidence in him, but here they go. Minnesota's traveling to Green Bay, and I think Green Bay has the better quarterback here, man. I don't know what you think.
Let's see how it finishes out here. I would be a little nervous about that game. But again, I want to give perspective to this. I don't think the Packers are that great, but they had a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then they had a pick 6. And that puts you behind the 8 ball where teams know you're going to pass. And so all they did was drop back, double Justin Jefferson, and then they dropped another guy off the line and put him on Hawkinson and Thielen. It was a tough night for Kirk. I get it. But I think these teams, yes, while the Packers destroyed them, I do think Minnesota is better than the Packers, personally. I just think Minnesota is not one of the best teams in the
Green
NFL.
Bay favored by 4.5 in this one. This is the Sunday night game, everybody. Sunday night. It's going to be, are you sure? I'm showing Green
Detroit.
Bay. Okay, yeah, check that while I'm talking.
Green Bay, Detroit. Green Bay plays Detroit.
Yeah, at Green Bay, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I said.
Sorry, I thought you were saying the Minnesota played them, but yes.
Sorry, did I? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting game here this weekend with Green Bay. The Vikings need to win to try to secure the 1 seed and or stay in the hunt for it at least, or the 2 seed or the 3 seed, because the Niners are on their heels. A lot of ramifications coming here, but I have lost faith in them. I don't trust them at all. No way they make the Super Bowl, let alone a conference final. They may win one playoff game because of the situation and who they play, and they play at home, but I've lost all faith. These guys are frauds. Randy was right.
Yeah, Randy did call them out. Minnesota favored by 6. Sorry about that, against the Bears. So Minnesota at the Bears at the early games on Sunday. So